How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, and in today's episode we're going to Dungeons and Dickholes. I absolutely love that fucking name, Dungeons and Dickholes. There you go, Dickholes. Even the mushrooms, you could argue, look like dicks. Here's a trap that's a reference to the episode, Super Pitfall episode. You know what's funny about Super Pitfall? If you look at it, you might think like this is one of those. I don't even know if it wasn't one of those black box NES games, but it looks like it could be the one like hidden gem classic NES game, but it's not. It's shit. Now, an interesting thing about Pitfall is that Pitfall is an Activision game, originally on Atari, right? But there were like PS2 Pitfall games, and from what I've seen footage, it kind of looks like maybe, who the fuck knows, maybe it was kind of a precursor to Uncharted. It kind of looks, I mean, more cartoony, but it kind of has something similar going on. Yeah, I try to go for the one-up, but the thing is, I try to like steer to the left, and I just bounced off the mushroom again. This stage is hard, and this is one of those probably first, and this is probably going to continue, that episodes are this long. Now, you know what? I think the Christmas stage is actually quite short. Oh, check it out. I think I finally found something useful. No, wait. Where the fuck did I fall? When do I find the second character? I'm keep playing as the nerd. Actually, I don't really think... Oh, I didn't explain what other characters are, I think. Well, you have Guitar Guy. I was explaining his lore and who he is, you know? He's a skeleton with a guitar and a hat. Oh man, this music here is... Music everywhere in this game is fucking good. Should probably stop saying how good this music is. Just repeating myself. And there's Mike Matei, you know. I remember something funny when I looked up like Mike Matei on Wikipedia or something, and they said like first appearance, Lethal Weapon, season something, episode something, and I was like, wait the fuck, man, he wasn't Lethal Weapon? Wasn't Lethal Weapon a movie, by the way? Maybe there was like a Lethal Weapon TV show or something I never heard of. He wasn't in. Maybe he was like an extra in the background, like as a kid, maybe. But what they fucking meant, and I was a dumbass and I didn't realize, that I've maybe forgotten about that episode, is that what their wiki said is that his first appearance on the Angry Video Game Nerd show was during the Lethal Weapon video game review. Not Lethal Weapon, the actual fucking movie. Oh, nice job. I flipped off like a dumbass. I hope this fucking footage will never freeze again. It was so weird when it did that in the second episode. It never did that before. Also, backgrounds still look kinda shit. I gotta say, the backgrounds don't look very good. It's probably, I don't know whose like fault is it. I guess OBS is. Maybe my settings are wrong, but man, I've been messing around with these OBS settings so fucking much, and the thing that happens is that I either just fuck it up, or it either looks fine, you know? I still feel, I remember that when I was recording Team Fortress 2, I also thought that it was kinda looked weird, like it looked kind of ugly. I really fucking, I look at these fucking blocks, okay? These are blocks that appear and disappear. Obviously you can fucking see that unless you're blind and you're here for the commentary, in which case, thank you very much. But if you can see those blocks, you probably remember, unless you've never watched me before, which is very likely since nobody does. Yeah, I decided to dance. You gotta keep in mind that I was recording this and I wasn't like... So I might have just got interrupted in the middle of an episode. I might have needed to check something. I don't know what I was doing. I don't remember anymore. And Mega Man has a lot of stages and a lot of games with a gimmick of disappearing and reappearing platforms. Now, a lot of people hate that, but I honestly find this kind of nice and cool to like figure out and get right. Which is, in this game, it also is fun to like jump across these platforms, but the thing about this is they make these fucking annoying noises. Also, another thing that I hated about this fucking stage is that what the fuck is with these bubbles? You can barely fucking see them. And I do remember that episode of X-Men when the nerd like complained about why the fuck bubbles would be a fucking hazard in a video game. Were these like toxic bubbles or something? I think he said that. I don't remember everything about his fucking show, but whatever. I remember most of the things. I'm doing really bad, am I? Yes, I'm doing very bad because I'll have to restart this this level later. There'll be a speeded up footage with me talking with normal speed over it. Hopla hopla. And what was I talking about? I was talking about bubbles, and then I was talking like something else. I can't remember. I wanted to tell you about the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, the movie. The movie is not based on this game, even though I feel like it would be pretty fucking cool if it was. But I'm not even sure if it came in like a if it was supposed to be a tie-in to this fucking game. If I ever get my hands on the second game, by the way, I'm definitely gonna record it, so... In case you really want to see the second game, then hell yeah, I'll do it at one point. Probably. Just like I said last episode, that at some point I do want to do Mario games. Just not now. Some other time. I'll maybe record them on an emulator. I never sat down and played anything on an emulator. Like beaten anything on an emulator. I got into some games like pretty far. I used to play I forgot the name now. Chrono Trigger on my phone. I gotten really far into the Metal Gear Babylon Tower on Game Boy, which was a really fucking cool Metal Gear game, to be honest. It was 2D, it was more like the originals. The original Metal Gear games, not the Metal Gear Solid games. But yeah, it was really cool. If you got an emulator, or even if you got a Game Boy, check out the Metal Gear game on Game Boy. One thing I could have gotten is I could have gotten a Game Boy Color emulator and see if that game works on it. Which I didn't, because I'm a dumbass. Anyway, no, it was a Game Boy Color, because there were colorful boxes. I think. I can't remember now, actually. I was supposed to tell you about the movie. The movie uses a lot of practical effects, and if you watch Cinemassacre like I do, you probably know that James Rolfe is quite a fan of practical effects. So I'm not surprised that he used them in his own movie. You know, there's like a big costume monster at the end. Jesus fucking Christ. First of all, ghost. There's a big costume monster at the end. I don't know if I went away or did I just have to get the pattern right. He flips me off. Fuck me, right? Yeah, fuck me. I'm a fucking asshole. And one thing I really didn't... Yeah, I definitely went away for something. Cool beat when you pause it, right? I think it's supposed to be a reference to Battletoads. They had a cool beat whenever you pause the game. You guys didn't actually read what says on the bottom of the screen when you die, because I recommend reading it. It's a really stupid shit. And I think like these characters they added in the movie, like the girl, whoever. I mean, okay, the girl I kind of understand because she was like a double agent, and like she tried to get the nerd to review the new E.T. game, so as a promotion, and she was pretending like, oh, I'm a gamer too, you know, like I'm gonna help you get the original E.T. or whatever the fuck your plan was. But the kid, I mean, you even in one scene there was even like how the kid also does video game reviews, and he's like a huge fan of Angry Video Game Nerd, and he just fucking, it's like his fucking successor, protege, whatever. Like, why the fuck would he have a protege in video game reviews? That just seems ridiculous in my opinion. Also, if you think this game is ridiculously fucking hard, on easy you get 6 lives, so it's easier in my opinion. So, oh my god, nice fucking job. And yeah, in my opinion, if they got Mike instead of that kid, And for example, instead of having like, what the fuck, ghosts in my house, and instead of like written script, maybe they would just simply fucking make up shit, and they would make up some ridiculous fucking exchanges. I feel like that would be way fucking funnier to listen to than whatever the fuck they were talking about. And the funny thing is, Mike is even in the movie. You can fucking see him in one scene along with Kyle Justin, who plays on a guitar like he does always. Nostalgia Critic is in it, a bunch of other people I don't know. Nostalgia Critic, Matt was in it, I think. See, this sucks. I fucking opened the door and the switch didn't work. And now the switch is just slightly off screen and doesn't work. Like, come on, I can see the fucking switch, why wouldn't it work? Nice. More of these stupid Mega Man blocks. See, another thing that I really hated, and I wish I fucking knew that whole diagonal shooting before, because you can't really shoot through walls like Mega Man Kid. So I couldn't shoot the bat while it was like behind a wall. So basically what I had to fucking do is I had to like get closer to the other side of the wall, jump, and then accurately fucking aim at the bat. But what I could have fucking done is press the shoulder button and just simply shoot diagonally like a normal person would. But I'm a stupid dumbass and I made the game harder for myself because I didn't fucking know you can shoot diagonally. Look, the bat's all over me and I can't fucking aim at it because I'm a stupid idiot. And I got 6 life left. Do you think I will make it to the end with 6 life left? I'm not even fucking halfway through the stage, I think. I ain't even halfway through the episode, at least. Not sure about the stage, but not halfway through the episode. I mean the stage. I'm also not sure. There was one episode that I started a really hard level, right? But I started it with not all my lives, which I later was like, oh man, I'm a dumbass. I should have just simply killed myself like 20 times and get 30 lives again. But it would be useful, but I didn't do that because I'm a stupid idiot. Yes, I'm not sure if James Rolfe is ever gonna do another Angry Video Game Nerd movie, maybe one day. I'm glad he's still making fucking episodes, because it seems like, you know, after fucking 14 years of doing them, or however long it was, I think it was maybe slightly longer than that, maybe 15 years. I know it was 2006, but I also know that there was like videos they done before that, which weren't released or something. Which reminds me of my own fucking YouTube attempts when I made animations with Lego. And I never uploaded them because I didn't even know how to fuck operate YouTube. And I didn't even attempt it. But then another thing that happened later for me, I told you the story a couple of times probably, but whatever, I'll tell you again. I was doing source filmmaker animations. Not very good ones, not funny ones like... It was this guy with an SD at the end of his name. He does pretty funny animations. And those ones I made weren't really funny. I tried to make one that was like supposed to be all serious and shit. It was about Spy, and he was on Turbine map, and he was like getting ready for battle, and then he was like and he captured an enemy point, and he noticed that there's no one else on the map. So what happened is, it turns out like he was going crazy because there was no one else on the map, and he was just like all by himself. And what happened later, it turns out that there were other people on the map, it's just that he couldn't see them. You're dead, your friends are dead, your family's dead, your fucking pets are being skinned alive, your mom's a fucking whore, you suck at life, the whole world hates you, you're going to hell, live with it. Game over. Well, that's a nice fucking way to... Yeah, so here's speeded up footage. I turned the fuck off the sound because it was so annoying. Now that I think about it, I could have just put some different song in at a normal speed. Even this game's soundtrack I could have just put in at a normal speed. Whatever. Check me out. I'm jumping around, hopping super fast. Didn't even die once. I think I do beat it the second attempt. I don't think there's any level that I have to do a third attempt at. And also, I'm not sure if this footage was an hour long when it wasn't speeded up like this, but I remember that when it was like speeded up twice, it was just too slow still. And when I speeded up like 4 times, this is 8 times faster than the normal footage. So as you can see, I'm pretty close to the part where I died before, but I have way more lives, and I still fucking didn't figure that you can shoot diagonally like a dumbass. Because let's be honest, I am a fucking dumbass. At least I got there with 42. There you go, 23 lives, and I'm back. Didn't took that long, right? How long is this episode? Oh Jesus fucking Christ, we're just halfway through. Could've grabbed my phone. Yeah, so if you're a fan of Angry Video Game Nerd, I do recommend watching the movie. I found it on free somewhere on the internet. If I could, obviously I would fucking buy it on DVD. I think it's available in Cinemassacre store. You can even buy Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures on like discs. Who the fuck does that with their fucking YouTube reviews? When they fucking sell physical copies of them. But that's the thing with Angry Video Game Nerd, I enjoy watching it more than any other fucking reviewer. You know, because it's like, there's something about it I just fucking really goddamn like. It doesn't feel like a normal video game review, it feels like it has plot, like a series. Because usually, you know, with like reviewers that I don't know, Nitro Rat, he's just a fucking person talking about a game. But with Nerd's case, it's like he playing a character, there's all these other characters, there's like a fucking mythology to him. And man, this part sucks. You can see how these obstacles are just like spinning balls of fire, depth blocks going up and down, and you're supposed to time this correctly? And there's a fucking key inside a dev block. As if all this shit wasn't enough. They put one inside a dev block as if it was so funny. It's like, fuck you, dickwad. Whatever, I made a run for it. I guess even they knew how fucking hard it was since they put a beer right there. You know, they could have fucking... I still don't understand how on earth did Nerd never got a partnership with the Rollin' Rocker. I don't even know what the fuck Rollin' Rocker is. It's some kind of American beer. And if I know my thing about beers, is that Americans once suck ass. Only Europeans do, like German and Czech. Those are good. And how the fuck they didn't sponsor him yet? Like, oh, watch the new episode of Angry Video Game Nerd, sponsored by Rollin' Rocker. I mean, he fucking drinks it in episodes anyway. Does a free promotion for them. If I went to America, I'd fucking try that just because he drinks it. I finally fucking knew if it's any good. Probably wouldn't. It's like 2 fucking lines. How was I supposed to get that? It's a giant claw. It's as big as a battleship. Now this fight is pretty difficult. But it is pretty awesome. I'll give him that. Check it out, I can jump back then. Now it makes sense. I really do like the little dragon you jump on. It's not even a reference to anything, it's just a tiny little cute dragon. It's adorable. You just fucking stand on it as it just flies up and down. It'd be even cuter if it just like didn't die, just because it's too cute to die. It has like a derpy look on his face. Check it out, I did so well this second attempt. And whatever happens whenever I fight a boss fight in a video game, is that the first couple of attempts are always the best, and then I screw up everything. Do you have that when it's like the first attempt you get is like the best one, and then whatever follows is just way worse? Because it's kind of interesting. Because whenever I try something, you know, I get really discouraged whenever I don't fucking immediately do well, because it's just like, Now I gotta fucking learn how to do it, and I gotta spend time doing shitty just to do good at one point. I just wanna do good from the beginning. It's like, yeah, I know it's not the best approach. Just be immediately good at something. You're not gonna do that, but I just have that. I can't fucking change that. I mean, I can. I do acknowledge the fact that I act like that. That I'm very discouraged whenever I do not succeed at something the first time. And then it gets the worst whenever I'm like attempting, I don't know, fucking 20 times and I'm failing, because then I just get fucking mad. How many fucking times can you do one thing over and over and fucking fail it? The annoying thing about Giant Claw would be way easier, but you have to shoot it in the head. Also, I don't know what the fuck the Giant Claw is a reference to, but I do know that the Giant Claw appeared in like a bunch of other games. And it seems to be like a running gag or something of video game developers, and I'm like not fucking sure like where the fuck does it come from? Where does it originate from? What the fuck is the Giant Claw? It's this stupid dragon I have to fight in this Dungeons and Dickholes levels with a background that doesn't look as good as the rest of the game for some reason. You know how in Mega Man every sprite, every like enemy has a little outline? That's what I always found so nice about Mega Man's look, that everything looks like a cartoon, it has an outline. But then when I was playing Mega Man 9, one of the stages, the Hornetman stage, which I thought would be the Daytona reference, but it's not. Obviously, it's Capcom and Sega. And even though Mega Man did had a collaboration with Sonic in a comic series, check it out, I figured it out. Its fires goes in an up and down pattern, so you just basically have to position yourself right. Like a little bit in front of its face. But then there comes the death blocks, you know, everyone's favorite obstacle in the video game, the death blocks. And they're fucking annoying. Check it out, I'll do it. I'll make it. I'm the best at video games, I'm the video game player. I'm the slightly irritated. Oh my fucking god. One shot. See, it didn't even took one beer away. I was at full life and I just happened to fly into a little death block. That I can kind of understand why some people might fucking hate this game. I remember fucking watching reviews of this game when it came out a while ago, and I was like, I wonder how many people are like gonna be like, oh man, I love angry video games. No, this game is flawless. Well, not everyone was like that, because I guess nobody wanted to seem like they're just sucking his ass. Like, oh man, can I be in the next episode, please? And something like that. And I think I was really irritated right now, because I'm not even standing. I was probably screaming. No, I'm not fucking screaming when I play video games. I don't really like that. Just talking for like a very long time. Like in the last week I was recording Lego Worlds, right? And I sat down one day and I was like recording for 4 fucking hours. I was recording 4 episodes. And my throat hurt so badly at the end. I was like, fuck, I gotta quit YouTube. I can't do this anymore. I gotta change the host of the channel. That'd be kind of funny if, like, one day, just out of nowhere, unexplained, someone else would just fucking do these videos. It would be even funnier if it was, like, a mystery, you know, like, someone else would take over that's calls themselves OrosZ, but isn't fucking me, and you can clearly tell. And it's like, no one would give a fuck right now, right? But what if, like, in 1 year or 2, people would give a fuck and they would look back at my videos and they'd be like, hold on a second, who is that other fucking guy? Why do we never see him again? Where is he? That would be kind of interesting. Wasn't that the case with, or wasn't the, oh my god, he was fucking dead. His health bar was all deployed. Not deployed. Fuck I meant to say? Depleted, that's the word. Stupid bullshit, stupid fucking giant claw, big as a battleship. Fucking garbage. And it was the case with Blue's Clues when they replaced the main guy. But it wasn't like a mystery, like, oh, what happened to the previous guy? It was like, you just got a different host. Don't care. I mean, people did care, apparently. There's a lot of... when I was like started using social media, I realized how many people care about properties that just I don't give a slight bit of a fuck about. Like Blue's Clues. People know fucking character's name. I did watch Blue's Clues as a kid, but I never fucking liked it all that much. It was just on, so I watched it. I think when I started watching, like when Blue's Clues played a lot on Nickelodeon, like early in the morning, like before school, when I was eating breakfast, I would like turn it on. But I was like at an age where I was watching edgy cartoons and Cartoon Network, and I was like, what the fuck is this educational bullshit? I don't want to fucking watch some dude fucking telling me about friendship or whatever the fuck. I don't want to read his fucking mail. I don't want to fucking talk to these imaginary fucking objects with faces on them. I got 7 lives left and I'm probably gonna die and have to replay this whole fucking stage all over again. Look, at least I figured out the pattern of how to beat him, you know, you gotta position yourself slightly in front of it, just so the fire dodges you. But good fucking lord, is this fucking annoying. And this is so annoying because I got so close so many times and I still failed. Check it out, I was so close again. I indeed would rather have a giant claw up my ass, or whatever the fuck it said, I don't know. And now I started to screw up, I just kinda lost all the focus, I lost all the skill. He even said, the nerd, said in one episode that, you know, at the point where you get into a really hard boss fight in a video game that your senses are reach the peak, you know? You don't even think about what you're doing, you just kinda do it. It just kinda comes natural, and then you fail, and then it just all goes away, and you're like, oh, fuck. And it's true, it does happen to me. I remember in Monster Hunter World, whenever I was fighting like a really tough boss fight, you know, the first couple of attempts, I would do alright, but then after a while, like when I'm already pissed off that I know I can't fucking make mistakes anymore, that's when I got really good. But then when I made mistakes anyway and I died, I was like, fuck this fucking game, I can't deal with this shit anymore. I was literally fucking, well, I wasn't crying, I don't really fucking cry just because I'm so mad. But I was kinda acting like that. I was over-exaggerating my emotions. And the episode, it's still the longest episode on my channel. Monster Hunter World episode whatever, when I was fighting Nergigante. Now Nergigante is notoriously fucking hard. But I was like fighting him all by myself, with not the best gear because I didn't really care to fucking go and grind. I sat there for 3 fucking hours, recording me fighting Nergigante. I was so annoyed. And the next episode I was fighting Belzegoose, and that was even more annoying. But I did it. No wait, actually Nergigante is beat, because you have to beat it, that's the plot. But Belzegoose, I'd never beaten. I captured it, but I'd never beaten Nergigante. I believe my equipment was just like the complete opposite of what I should probably wear for that fight. Nergigante can suck a dick. I don't really want, that's why I never wanted to play Iceborne. I just didn't want to have that fucking experience. Like, look, I remember Monster Hunter World fondly. I'm quite proud of actually beating it all by myself because it's a really fucking hard game. And I got the footage to prove it, so that's pretty cool. But the fact that it was like a new game, I was recording it and trying to upload it every day, it just all combined into being annoying. So see you fellas in the next episode, bye!